everyone, and welcome to Wholesome Sunday with me, Ali, where we will be playing, today Monster Prom, to be precise. Let's turn the music down a little bit. Don't want to get in trouble. Anyway, we'll be playing all sorts of wholesome, visual novel-y type games. So far, I've got Monster Prom with the obviously second term DLC. I don't have Monster Camp, which I do want to get it because it looks fun. I've never actually played this before, so it's gonna be an interesting one. But other than this, I also have a game called Our Life, which is a really wholesome dating game. Well, it's not even really a dating game. It's more how you want it to be, depending on your choices you make. And then I've got XOXO Droplets, which is another kind of cute, wholesome game that I'll be playing at some point as well. Let me just load the chat up so I can see what you guys are saying, if anyone's actually tuned in at the minute. Just bear with me, I'm loading up the chat now. Here we go. And the chat is now up and live. Good job, me. Oh shit. Just unlive the chat. There we go. And the chat is now live again. So yeah, the whole point of Wholesome Sundays is I will be on Sundays attempting, because sometimes my PC doesn't want to load things, or it doesn't want to stream. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but I'll be doing my best to play games like this, like XOXO Droplets and Our Life, and Monster Camp when I can eventually buy it. I'll probably end up buying it next month. I mean, at the moment, me and Alex are saving up to move. So, yeah, we need to altogether raise just over $5,500. Shouldn't be too difficult as long as we actually stick to it. But if we can do that, we'll be moving across the country, away from Bristol. I mean, quite far. However, we've got friends over where we're going, so it'll be a good time. Got family over there too. But yeah, playing this is just going to be another segment on the channel. It does have an online feature, if I just quickly go over here. So I can click join, and it will have a match ID. Now, if I click create, if we give it a minute, as you can see, my ID is 601. Now, as it says, remember to use an external voice chat, so like Discord or something, because this game doesn't have voice chat built in. Now, I can add players, but it's just going to be myself. So, yeah, I can make it so that, yeah, I can do shit like this. Just make every player me. It's quite funny. But yeah, this does have multiplayer, so if you've got the game and the DLC too, if at any point you want to join in and play it along, excuse me, if you want to join in and play along at any point, feel free to ask in the chat. I'm always happy to have more people joining me. Now, before I jump in, better make sure I'm all stretched out. Ow. yeah, I've been really working myself today. I've had a difficult time trying to make mods work for Skyrim, and they still don't work. One of them is a mod I helped to create. Like, I'm one of the devs, and I can't get it working. Hey, Violet. I'm doing pretty good. Gonna eat some jelly beans while I just quickly prepare myself. I almost ate my mic. That would not have been a good idea. So yeah, just to explain again, every Sunday, hopefully, if I can, I'll be doing these Wholesome Sunday streams where we play, like, cute little dating games like this one, and XOXO Droplets, and Our Life. So make sure to tune in for them. This is the only one I think that has a multiplayer option, which is kind of strange how a visual novel dating game has multiplayer. However, it is a school setting where you're in a school with, like, monster kids, and you've got to, like, get a date for prom. So let's jump in. Right, so there is only one of me, sadly. So first term and second term. The second term DLC. We're going to start classic. Okay, so apparently each game is around 60 minutes, so an hour. So, give me a minute. Oh, it's not voice acted. Parts of it are voice acted, so give me a minute. Ah, spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who am I? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna be this one. And I'm gonna call them... Obviously, I can use actual names. There we go.
Yay!
Oh! I didn't expect that part to be voice acted. Just a little yay! It's just like, fuck? What? And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the monster prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, 4 something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanour hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. What? And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But, as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. And that just swings us into the game. I love how the... Oh, I love how the how the magazine is called Teen Wolf. It's an Easter egg to the old movie Teen Wolf and well, Teen Wolf in something, and the old TV show Teen Wolf, which was actually pretty good. If you have never seen it, I do recommend it. It's on Netflix. At least I think it's on Netflix. It's either that or Prime. So it's on one of them. Check it out. It's really cool. Give me a second to drink a bit more of my coffee and we'll continue. Obviously, feel free to tell me like what you're thinking of the game as we go through, who we should probably get on and start dating. We're going to go through this a couple times, but because we probably won't get a date the first time. So we'll end up going through this, and then we'll do the second term, where it's a whole bunch of different monster kids you can date. Well, I say monster kids, they're between like 19 and 400 and something, so... It's not really kids, is it? It's more like some sort of like university experience going on here. Okay, so... let's do this. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, or that means trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will be starting by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Now, okay, so, if I remember correctly, Jesse Cox had a part to play in this game, like he was one of the developers. If I remember correctly, I'm not sure, I can't actually remember, but, yeah. I'm pretty sure he did. I think I saw him saying something about it on Twitter, which is actually where I found out about this game and decided to get it. Because it was like, oh, a multiplayer dating visual novel, why the fuck not? Like, that's something I could play with Alex and a few other of our friends. Like, it's cool. So, let's give this a go. Let's start. You build a 100-foot statue commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? Okay, your least favourite political figure, Boris Johnson, being devoured by rabid rhinoceri, which are also covered in badass tattoos. That mind-blowing twist in your favourite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike all that boring stuff they show on the news. That glorious instant when your when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. To be honest, what? These are some dumbass questions, but... I'm going to say that one. So I'm fun, so far. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend providing you were criminally insane? This is not a game for kids, fucking hell. A dildo. An ATM. Sugar baby life, here I come. A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into waifu and husbando territory, as was clearly intended by God. Fuck me! This game. A dildo. Duh. Oh, it's brilliant. I love it. Okay. What's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? All the principles to build a financial empire. How to set stuff on fire. How to make a killer cocktail out of anything. Sports things. Obscure 80s movie trivia. And lyrics to all Disney songs. Well, I'm going to say obscure 80s movie trivia because I have loads of obscure 80s movie trivia dumped in my brain. Vampire. Damn it. So I'm fun, and apparently I'm like the vampire. I guess that's who I'm meant to date. This is gonna take longer than an hour, because I'm literally, like, talking and shit. Okay.
Let's go.
Oh. Okay, so there's my stats up in the... The bathrooms... Okay, we can go to a few different places. The bathrooms, the gym, outdoors, class, the library, or the auditorium. So, here's my stats. Wait, the fuck? Oh, it's like... These are things that are dependent on your, stuff. Okay, so... Smarts, 7. Boldness, 5. Creativity, 4. Charm, 3. I'm not very charming. That's just like me in real life, then. Fun, 9. Money, 5. Okay, it's pretty much the exact same as real life me. Like, I'm smart. Not particularly bold, so outgoing. Creative could be higher. Charm is quite low. I'm not very charming in real life. Fun is 9. I'm quite fun when I want to be. Actually, I'm quite fun all the time. Everything I do is supposed to be humorous. And money, 5. Yeah, I'm pretty poor in real life too, but not too poor. So, yeah, these are all pretty accurate to me, and I think the pop quiz at the beginning of the game actually helped. So, give me a minute. Where do we go first? Let's try going to the auditorium. Oh, it's got little things of, like, me. Well, the character I'm playing, anyway. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. I didn't expect this to be this sort of game, okay? I honestly thought this was going to be a bit more wholesome than this, but nope, it's just throwing us in at the deep end. You wanna fuck. Like, good lord. Oh, fucking hell. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. Oh, I can level shit up. Narrator. Later that night, you're out bar hopping with the 2 hippest monsters you know, Liam and Polly. That evening comes to a grinding halt when you're denied admission to Club, thus named for the giant club carried by the bouncer, who is currently denying you entry. Oh, they said it was voice acted. What the fuck? Okay, this guy sounds like a fucking nerd. How unsatisfactory. My modus operandi is to be the instigator of exclusivity, not the victim of it. Don't worry, I got this. Hey there, handsome. Interested in some hot ghoul-on-ghoul action? The bouncer snorts. I can see right through you, Casperina. Move along. Ugh, who does that douchebag think he is, keeping us out of the club? Like, it's his job or something. Both Polly and Liam look to you expectantly. Now is your chance to save the night. No, fucking well. So I have 2 options. Start a better party right here, a naked party. Or, incite a revolution. The proletariat will own the means of inebriation. That's the word I'm looking for here. For fuck's sake. Vive la resistance! Well, fuck. You turn a trash can upside down and use it as a podium. You make it halfway through your first sentence when you realize you have no idea what you were going to say. Also, your pants fell down. Also, every time you open your mouth, cockroaches pour out. Shouldn't have cut that bog witch off in traffic. The crowd doesn't know whether to boo you, pity you, or run from the cockroaches. When you finally get your pants back on, after falling off the trash can twice, Liam and Polly are the only ones left. Yikes.
I'm out.
Oh, he does speak. He actually sounds like this. Let's get out of here, Polly. I know a very exclusive spot downtown where they serve microbrewed blood in organic skulls. They leave you in their dust. You lose 2 boldness and 1 charm. Well, I'm getting more and more shit as time goes on. Wait, why are we bar hopping in the morning? Wait a fuck. There's a... Okay. I do not like you. She's cool. He's cool. She's cool. However, I have to choose where I want to sit. Right fucking here. You find Damien and Vera contemplating a huge slab of unidentified prime meat. I'm not going to voice act everyone. I'm just going to say their voices normally. Alright, Damien, I know we had our share of disagreements during this convoluted poaching expedition. Like when you told me not to bring all my knives? I like him. He's fun. But I trust we can now put our differences behind us and enjoy the fruits of our labors. You mean the meats of our labors? Yes, together we will enjoy this raw, bloody cut of meat as a symbol of our... Wait, raw and bloody? You mean you're not even going to try using fire on it? Of course I used fire. I specifically instructed the chef to prepare this meat while glancing briefly at a lit stove. Did the fire ever, you know, touch the meat? What would be the point of that? A cut this fine can only be eaten ultra rare. Like hell it can. You wait here while I get my culinary flamethrower. I like this guy so much. He's so fun. Hold on. He is literally like me. It's like, this isn't good enough, let me get a flamethrower. And now I'm out of coffee. Right, let's just continue. Damien, please, let's be responsible about this. What is reasonable? Oh, wait, I said responsible instead of reasonable. If we can't come to an agreement, let's appeal to an arbitrary third party. Ali will surely make the intelligent choice for us, isn't that right? My word, the steak is too cooked already. Rub some ice on it and douse it in blood. Quick. Or, the only correct way to enjoy a steak is after its charred remains have been retrieved from a burning building. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I like any sort of meat that I eat to be very well cooked. Due to the fact that I am not a fan of getting worms. Which can happen if you eat undercooked meat. So therefore, oh wait, it also tastes nicer when it's burnt a bit. So I'm going to go with Damien's option of cook the food. That's what I like to hear. That and the sounds of screaming people fleeing a burning building. But roasting totally destroys the flavour of done talking, fire time now. As you flee screaming from the burning building, you find Damien right beside you. He takes your hand and smiles. It almost makes the 3rd-degree burns and massive property damage worth it. I fucking love this. This is brilliant.
Let's go.
Okay, so whoever the cat girl is in the library. I need to improve my charm, but how do I do that? I guess the gym? Or the auditorium? No, the library? Fuck it, we're going to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit. Leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. Yes, that's the one. You gain +2 charm. You notice Liam and Damien talking to each other. Maybe you're a little jealous, so you decide to join them. Ugh, I know, right? The entire concept of slaying is barbaric, racially motivated, and deeply rooted in an abhorrent colonial mindset. And their outfits, black on red, it's like bad cosplay as a fashion statement. I'm just pissed that they get such a cool name. You know, if I murder a dude, I'm just a killer. But if one of them murders one of us, they're a slayer. Slayer is a metal band. The Killers is just a post-pop baby shit. Jesus Christ, I love this game. There was a time when I would have hotly debated the genre classification of the Killers with you, but they're popular now, and so are obviously garbage. And the same goes for Slayers. Someone really ought to put an end to this archaic practice. You mean by murdering all the Slayers? We've tried that, Damien. We've been trying that for literally centuries. No, what we need is a new initiative. Something fresh, something modern, something like... Liam seems to be drawing a blank, but you're not. Your idea is simple, yet effective. Murder all the Slayers, or a massive PR campaign letting people know that every cool person in history was either a vampire or a demon. You had me at massive PR campaign. Then you lost me at cool person, but then you got me back with history. Oh, I can't wait to educate the ignorant public, for example. Did you know that Caligula and Jack the Ripper were the same vampire? Yeah, everybody knows that. But did you know Virginia Woolf was a demon? Ah, yes. A Room of One's Own was originally titled A Doom of One's Own. Oh, we've got so much research to do. Come on, Damien. Let's go to the library. Fuck! I'm not going to shout fuck at the top of my lungs at 11:30 at night, so that's how that's going. You've doomed Damien to his own personal hell, but Liam's on cloud 9. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Hey, I'm getting there. And now it's the morning. Right. Where do we go today? Let's set our sights on actually going to class for once, shall we? That day, you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Cool. You notice Damien and Liam arguing as intensely as they are stupid. Always changed outfits. You're not unique. I'm fucking unique. Ha, you wish. I'm unique like a snowflake made of flash frozen tears. Well, I'm unique like a snowflake made of flash frozen fuck you. I'm so unique I eat garlic with every meal. Big deal. I'm so unique I've got a tattoo of the baby Jesus on my ass. Yawn. I'm so unique I let my victims suck my blood. Weak. I'm so unique I go to church every Sunday. Hey, I'd do that too if I wasn't allergic. Would not. Would too.
What a noob.
Bite me, Alu turd. I actually love how they were going to throw the Alucard reference in there. That is brilliant. They were going to throw a Helsing reference. Or a Castlevania reference, whichever you want to go by.
Lame.
Don't tempt me, Mephistopheles. This could go on forever, and if it does, you'll never get to smooch either of them. It's up to you to put an end to this debate, once and for all. You suggest they decide the issue by the number of Momentgram followers or tomb robbery contest.
Cool.
A brilliant idea. I'm surprised I didn't think of it sooner. Damien, how many Momentgram followers do you have? By Momentgram followers, do you mean number of people I've punched? I do not. Fuck. As Liam proceeds to embarrass Damien with his Momentgram stats, the skinny vampire shoots you a silent look of thanks. Congratulations on finally figuring out a legitimate use for Momentgram. You gain +2 creativity and +1 charm. What the fuck? I don't want him to like me! at the same fucking table! And who the fuck is she? Damn it! You find Damien brandishing his usual silverware, a hammer and chisel, while Liam looks on in horror. You can't eat that. Watch me. First of all, it's made of one seamless piece of obsidian, so it's low calorie. And second of all, it's a lich's phylactery. Part of this balanced breakfast. It's lunch. You're just jealous. No, I'm nervous. Nervous that you're gonna eat that, get possessed by a lich, and kill us all. Well, I'm nervous that that's not going to happen. Looks like these two are at an impasse. Maybe you can solve the dispute and score some romantic cred at the same time. Liam's right, Damien. You should make him eat it. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot about the golden rule. Do unto others whatever the hell you want because it's funny. What? No, this is an outrage. I don't even eat food, let alone inedible objects suffused with eldritch magic. Well, there's a first time for everything, Dracula loser. Down the hatch. Damien force feeds the dread artifact to Liam. He's instantly possessed with a dark energy, as opposed to his normal morose energy. I am the Lord of the Night, the Heresiarch of Ice, Devourer of Joy. Haha, what a nerd. Liam has to go to the nurse's office to get the curse removed, while you and Damien rob a bank to celebrate. What are we doing with our lives? What is this school and who are these kids?
Let's go.
We just rob a bank because why the fuck not? Anyway. Outdoors. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You're walking with Liam later when suddenly a holy crossbow bolt slams into the wall next to you. It's the Slayer.
Prepare to die!
Well, that was voice acted. You flee with Liam and manage to get out of sight. Now is the perfect time for you to hide while Liam turns into a bat. But he's not transforming. You ask him why the hell he's just standing there instead of changing. It's just... seems a little cliche, doesn't it? Vampire turning into a bat. Honestly, I'm over it. If I could turn into, for example, the concept of a bat, now that would be a change worth making. You don't even know what that means, but if you can't get Liam to turn into something soon, he'll get you both caught. You quickly tell him to change into... a hot dog stand. A hot dog stand? That's disgusting. Don't you know I'm a vegetarian? Or at least, I would be if I didn't need blood to survive. I'm a vegetarian in spirit, until the next time I need blood. To think of myself as a wheeled metal box purveying boiled meat tubes, why, no one would suspect it, but at what cost to my soul? I mean, I don't have a soul either, because I'm a vampire, but figuratively speaking, it's about then that the Slayer catches up to you, gives you both wedgies, and posts pictures of it on Momentgram. You lose +2 fun and +1 smarts. Well, at least I got the +2 fun, and the other thing earlier on. That makes this so much easier.
Let's go.
Okay, so, we have not been to the library yet. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain +2 money. Later, you see Liam scrolling through his phone, looking like the embodiment of Inu. Hey Ali, what are you doing? Stalking classmates for romantic purposes and offering rather absurd advice. Magnificent. I could use some rather absurd advice. I was exchanging messages with a were-koala on this dating site, and all was going well for a time.
Lame.
But I've grown tired of our exchanges. He's a bit... He's bisexual. He's a bit clingy, and being clingy is my 7th biggest turn-off. Right between sarcasm, illiteracy, and actually being a pickle and not a person. Pickle Rick. The postmodern protocol dictates for me to just ghost him and never talk to him again, but that's horrible and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam, handsomely mysterious yet a true gentleman. But neither do I want the emotional turmoil of telling him how I really feel and having an actual conversation about it. What an ordeal. So I've settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. That should do it, right? The thing is, how can I convey this complex array of sentiments through the friendly language of emojis? This is your time to shine. Show Liam you excel at complex sentiments, so he might one day, someday, feel like sharing them with you. Okay, so maybe croissant, school bus, shooting star, trumpet, and crocodile. This one, little vampire growing disinterested in overly attached weird koala emoji.
So authentic.
Oh, that one is clearly the best option. How didn't I think of it? Which version should I choose? Little vampire growing disinterested in overly attached were koala, or little vampire with a silly hat growing disinterested in overly attached were koala? Maybe the silly hat is not suited for this situation. Let's go with the classic. Okay, just sent it. He texted me back. Let's see. Oh. The were koala being understanding of the little vampire's feelings and respected them even if it hurt. Even if a bit hurt emoji. I'm playing black with the... Black? Fucking hell. I'm applying back with the formally grateful and ready to move on poop emoji. Look at this. He just texted me the emoji that's waving his hand like he's saying bye, with an expression that says he's going to break all bonds, but without being resentful about it. Perfect. We solved this as a team. Cheers to us. And cheers to the creative people that have turned every complex feeling and scenario in a friendly and colourful emoji. You gain +2 charm and +1 creativity. Lunch.
Let's go.
Damien, I'm coming to you, boy. Strange. You could have sworn Polly and Damien were at this table when you picked it. Psst. Hey, loser. Down here.
Hey, boo.
It's us, Polly and Damien, hiding at this table for totally innocent reasons. A ferocious roar sounds from the door of the cafeteria. Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, is here, and he's looking for someone. Oh shit, he's here! Why is he after us anyway? I think what we did really falls more under federal jurisdiction. International law more like. Those munchkins were Canadian citizens. Now that you mention it, I think we might actually have to face a war crimes tribunal. Worth it though, right? Oh, totally. As long as we can get away from Buzzkill the bear over there. Hide behind diplomat community. I mean, you're both princes of hell, right? Not me. I'm not. I'm not even a princess of hell. Guess you should have thought of that before being born a commoner, huh? I wasn't born, Damien. I was died. Well, die better next time. I'll try to keep that in mind when I'm being tried at the fairy tale court for negligent munchkinicide. Great. Let me know how it goes. I'm off to crush an orphanage and get away with it because I'm royalty. Later. After the orphanage crushing, Damien takes you out for ice cream. Sweet. Literally. Evening.
Let's go.
Bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You see Damien about to punch some noob when suddenly a dimensional portal opens between the two of them. Hey, what the hell? I was about to punch that noob. There'll be plenty of noobs to punch, my fearsome paramour, when you are mine. What? I have travelled across time and space to find a fit commander for my armies, and for my bedroom. Oh, you want me to come over to your kingdom so we can kill people and fuck? I wouldn't put it quite so crass.
Fucking metal!
Well, I would, and that sounds doper than hell. Which isn't hard because hell is lame, but still. But if Damien goes to another dimension to fucking kill people, how will he fucking kill people with you? There's only one thing to do. You recall a full-page, glossy photograph you saw in the latest issue of Bad Armies magazine. You pull it out of your backpack and show it to Damien. It depicts the prince's army wearing floppy shoes and assless chaps, braiding the opposing force's hair. What is this, a fucking performance piece? Where's the gore? Where's the carnage? I want an army like a steel cube full of crotch kicks and badly suppressed emotions, not this fully mobile tea party. Now, fighting isn't everything, Damien. I'll have you know that opposing armies consistently rate my soldiers higher on friendship and customer service than any other. You lost me at fighting isn't everything. Man, go buy your army some ass armor, pacifist. The prince returns dejectedly to his dimension, hopefully to follow Damien's advice. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. Good job, me.
Let's go.
Okay, next step would be... I've been everywhere, so let's go to the gym again. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place, but the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You know, this feels a lot like Homestuck in the way it's narrated. You gain +2 charm. Later, you see Damien packing a bag. I'm going away for the weekend, to detention. I have fucking detention again. Why? Just because I rigged the teacher's lounge door with booby traps that poured selkie piss on whoever opened it. I mean, I didn't even set anything on fire this time. Let me spill the tea. This school is strict as fuck. Anyway, just brainstorming some ways to keep things entertaining beyond fucking bitching. Do it, just fucking ditch, do it! Oh, fuck off. Wasn't so smart of me. If skipping detention were a possibility, I would have done that ages ago. I would have skipped detention before I even got detention. But you know what comes after detention? Expulsion. And if I'm expelled, how am I supposed to get into a college good enough to kickstart my career as a fiery threat to international safety?
What a noob.
Fucking moron. I'll just set the teacher's shoes on fire when he's not looking. Damn it, you're so bad at detention. You should be given detention for how bad you are at detention. You lose 2 smarts and 1 boldness. Fuck. I should have just said, like, learn that they're not different.
Let's go.
Oh shit, there's that prince again. I don't know what this cat girl thing's all about. Who's this fuck? Who does he remind me of? Wait a minute. He looks like that guy from Hell of a Boss. The, Striker. That was it. The fucking dickhead. Oh, his name's Scott. Oh, for fuck's sake. You find Scott and Damien immersed in their favourite mobile game, Pokemon's Go, based on the classic Pokemon games. My Reginald Bosworth uses income tax audit. Oh, that's Scott. Oh no, my Lindsay Roberts never saves receipts. It's super effective. Haha. And now for the finishing blow. Wait, what? Reginald contracted lymphoma? Reginald's lymphoma deals 500 physical damage to him and 999 emotional damage to him and his loved ones. Woo, I win again. Why are all your Pokemon so unhealthy, Damien? Because I make them all smoke cigarettes and live next to toxic waste dumps, obviously. Maybe you should stop that. Where's the fun in that? Let's have another match. Ah, here's this fuck again. What are you two nerds doing? Nerding around. Nerd up, nerds. Whoa, Scott, is that you? We didn't recognise you under all that nerdery. What are you doing playing a dumb video game for stupid babies? but Pokemons isn't dumb. It's cool because no way is Scott going to come up with anything. But if you do, maybe you can score some points with Scott or Damien. Vegetables. We hate those. Stop it. Seriously, pelt us with ground beef or something. Or at least some sausages or pig's ears. How about some forks and knives? Or some knives and knives? I'm just going to keep throwing knives. These knives are almost as bad as the vegetables. Guys, come on, stop throwing carrots and knives at my cousins. You stop, alright, as soon as the wolf pack have retreated out of range. Nice thinking. Finally a use for vegetables, am I right? Damien barely remembers to take the knife out of his hand before high-fiving you. He does so that's a win. I love this game. Okay, so we're already on the evening of week 4.
Let's go.
I wish this game was longer though, because like, you know, it's a bit short. It's almost been an hour. Okay, so what are we going to do that night? Let's go to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. It seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain plus 2 creativity. You're chilling out, not murdering anybody, when Damien slinks up to you. He's hauling a large sack with the words "definitely not a corpse."
Hey, noob.
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but there's definitely a corpse in this bag. You never would have guessed. Now here's the thing, I'm not saying I'm exactly responsible for making this corpse, at least not without my lawyer present, but let's just say he and I apparently had very different definitions of rock, paper, scissors. Anyway, I'm not interested in going back to jail, so I need you to help me hide this body real quick. It would be an extremely attractive thing to do. Luckily, hiding dead bodies is kinda your thing. You share your brilliant solution. Oh, fuck off. You throw the corpse in the back of Damien's dread chariot and hoof it over to your garage. Holy hell, are all these yours? Some of these are real classics. Michael Jackson, Alf, Pope John Paul I. Wait a second. These are all people I murdered. Have you been stealing my murders this whole time? All this time I thought you were a super cool serial killer, but you're really just a lowlife kill stealer.
Life.
Shame on you. Get your own murder victims. Damien storms out of your house, smoke literally coming out of his ears. Damn, you hoped he wouldn't notice. You lose 2 creativity and 1 charm. Ugh, we're on week 5, we've only got 2 weeks left.
Let's go.
Right. We're going to quickly go to the library. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensational video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only plus 2 money. You hear a cry of anguish. It sounds like several of your friends getting their asses kicked at a video game, and it is. You find Scott, Damien, Liam, and the Slayer. They're playing Federation of Fables, League of Legends, the infamous super competitive MOBA. They spot you. Hey you, Ali, we need your help. We can't let these noobs win. It's true, this is so serious that we put our feud aside to team up against a greater evil. 13-year-old brats that think they're better than us at FOF. We were kicking their asses, but their jungler used a super special skill on our mage that cursed him to roam the desert for 40 years. In real life. FOF developers are crazy as fuck. This game is insane. We need to destroy their base soon or we'll lose. Or, you can trust me, I'm playing Wally Rex Detino Diplomat. I'm in negotiations with one of them. If we reach an agreement, this senseless bloodbath will end in a peaceful truce. We need to destroy their base before Liam does his lame diplomatic thing. I'm Joe the Hole Digger. I'm digging holes to see what happens. I might find a bone. That won't help us in any way, Wolf Boy. Not if I can't find a super cool bone. Come on, Ali, join this alliance. Let's fight the good fight. Now it all comes down to making the right choice. Which absurd character will be the game changer in this match? Gary? That's a super risky choice, dude. Developing a game isn't a fun task. There's lots of risk and uncertainty. It's not a wise career to choose. Look at him. He's hiding in a bush while developing video games. Not smart. Go Gary. Fuck. The other team's Ibsen the Viking bastard is approaching the bush where Gary is. Everyone knows Vikings are strong against game developers. Ah, Ibsen has 2 battle axes. I don't think Gary is resistant to battle axes. I can't watch this bloodbath. Clearly, Gary's dreams of creating a successful independent video game didn't include facing a Viking with a thirst for blood. Well, and Gary's no longer a game developer. Now he's just a bloody carcass in a pool of his own excrement. I guess life is always full of unexpected twists. And we've lost. I guess pretending you could help us was stupid of us. Yeah, almost as stupid as choosing a game developer to fight in a violent melee. Thanks for nothing. They leave. You feel so bad, you don't know if you'd rather be the one roaming the desert for 40 years. Nope, this feels bad, but still better than the roaming thing. Still, you lose plus 2 fun and 1 smarts.
Let's go.
Damien! I've got a cat next to me as well. You've just sat down to eat with Damien and Liam. Well, to eat with Damien, Liam's just taking pictures of his food. When a leather-clad figure drops from the air vent onto your table, it's the Slayer.
Prepare to die!
Lunchtime's over, dirtbags. Time to die. This always happens when we sit together. Your death-based rhetoric is offensive. Don't spoil my food pick. Oh, I'll spoil more than your food pick, Count Stankula. I'm about to spoil your face. Just his, though, right? Both of your faces. Fuck. The Slayer is right between the 3 of you. You can't save Liam and Damien, but if you're out fast, you might just be able to save one. You've been waiting for this moment your whole life. Flip the tables for justice. Normally when you flip tables, it's out of anger or mischief, but this is about to be the most righteous table flip ever performed. No! My footing! No! My artfully arranged cafeteria food! Yes! Fucking up school property! The Slayer ends up pinned under the table, along with Liam. Damien jumps down there and starts punching indiscriminately, not caring who he hits. So, you know, just another normal day for Damien. I've never felt so alive. Offensive? Whatever. Let's flip all the rest of the tables in the cafeteria while the flipping's good. You righteously flip every single table in the cafeteria. With each table you flip, you find Damien is flipping a little more for you. Evening. Okay, so we got 1 week left after this.
Let's go.
So, 3 more activities. Wait, I have an item in my inventory? What did I just get? Did someone send me something? Or it might be a card for the game, actually. Okay, to the... Oh, look, it's all at 9 at the minute. Apart from boldness. Which one of these is boldness? Oh, I guess... the bathroom? That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there, you run into... Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her... Oh, hey, Kieran. Anyway, you run into Mamimi, the Oni girl. She offers you some of her weird Japanese energy drink. You take a sip. It tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain +2 boldness, fucking hell, I can't read that name, and proceed to the bathrooms. You see Damien beating the piss out of a goblin, like he always does when he's depressed. You go over and ask him what's up. Yeah, fair play, Kieran. It's apparently multiplayer as well, which is the weird thing about it. Like, I didn't expect a weird, like, adult-based dating game to be multiplayer. And I also thought this game was going to be wholesome, but it's not. It's, like, weird. Hella weird, in fact. Anyway, continuing on, because apparently this is meant to last about an hour, and it's been 55 minutes. So I'm going to see if I can actually complete it within the hour. It's this whole heir to the throne of hell thing. It's really bumming me out. I hate being a prince of hell, and I'm going to hate being a king of hell even more. I mean, how am I supposed to rebel against authority when I am the authority? Ugh, not even beating the piss out of this goblin is cheering me up. Damien continues to beat the piss out of the goblin, but his heart clearly isn't in it. I mean, is there anything rad I can do as king of hell? Literally anything? You're forgetting about the ultimate way to fight authority. Total war. Oh, fucking hell. That wasn't... Really? War? What the fuck is that good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again! For fuck's sake. I need to not be such an idiot, but it's what's going to get me views on YouTube, so... He fucking said it as well. Answer. Absolutely nothing. Violence is only cool when you're doing it to people who are weaker than you. War is all about armies fighting armies. I'm all about armies fighting civilians. But you're not a prince. I guess you'll never understand. Unless I make you understand. Come to think of it, you look a lot weaker than me. Whoever coined the phrase, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, never got a beating from Damien. You lose 2 fun and 1 boldness. Fuck, I need to increase that boldness. Otherwise, I'm never going to complete this.
Let's go.
Let's hide in the bathrooms again, because that gives us...
Give me your money.
The fuck? Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So, take a look. I love how it's like, too poor for a bag of regular cocaine. I'm too poor for that, apparently. Oh, God. I think badass
See you
that'll do.
later.
Oh, that increased my boldness. Nice. Bye, stranger. Cool, I guess? I'm on the last, like, 2
Let's
events
go.
before I ever get to prom or don't get to prom. You come upon Damien sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serfs chow down obediently at a neighbouring table. I still don't get why you collect all these stupid forks and spoons and shit.
What a noob!
I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly. Silly boy, this silverware is not for killing. Things can be for stuff other than killing. That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you. Well, of course they do. But they're not using any of your silverware. Naturally they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands, as befits the lower class. So you're saying this silverware collection has no practical purpose. I'm streaming. Things have practical purposes? No. These two could go around and around like this forever, unless you say something to resolve the dispute. Damien's right, Miri. Maybe it is time you started murdering people with your silverware. I mean, I was just giving her shit, but I am in favour of any plan that gets more people murdered. Oh, how barbaric. Are you sure that's the right thing to do? Yup, 100%. Absolutely. Well, alright then. Yum Yum, Daisy, take the sharpest of these silverwares in your filthy peasant hands and go a murdering, would you? I was kinda hoping you would do the murdering yourself. If we're living in an age wherein a lady can't outsource her senseless murders to her servants, I don't know what the world is coming to. Fair enough. As long as the murders get done, I guess I don't care. Miranda even outsources some silverware murder to you and Damien as a team. It really brings you closer to each other. Okay, I've got one more activity before prom. Let's see if I actually get the date with Damien. This is what I've been hoping for. So let's do something fun before the night. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, the small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain 2 fun from poor Bob. It's later when you're minding your own business and definitely not doodling pictures of Damien in your notebook when you see Damien making his way over to you, and at which point you definitely do not need to hide your drawings. Yo, so here's the thing. You know how I think most people are pretty much 100% awful fuckdoors? I actually think you're only 70% awful fuckdoor tops. In fact, I actually think you're kind of rad. I've been meaning to get a new tattoo, since nothing's as rad as intentionally sticking needles into yourself to create a permanent image on your skin for fucking ever. And I thought, maybe we could get matching tattoos. If you could come up with something rad for us, OMG, 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 it's your chance to once and for all convince Damien of how awesome you are. Don't fuck this up. It's time to suggest the baddest, raddest, maddest tattoo of all time, which is... And I didn't even read that before I clicked it, but it was fucking good. Oh my fuck. That's the most metal thing I've ever heard. I made a good choice with you. Maybe the pentagrams that are pentagrams could be made of pentagrams that are pentagrams. And the fire can be sentient and the pentagrams can hate their deadbeat uncle. And the guns end up on TV because they won't eat their vegetables, and maybe the pentagrams are also ex-convicts. These will be the raddest tattoos ever. Let's go get them right now and have them on both of our bodies together forever. What? You're about to get badass matching tattoos with Damien. This is the raddest, coolest, dopest, most lit thing to ever have happened. And now you'll be tied together for eternity. You gain the sickest tattoo of all time, as well as +2 boldness and +1 charm. The Monster Prom is now. Who will you ask to prom? Dame. I can ask myself. None of them. I can ask no one. Damien.
Yo!
Ask Damien to the prom? Yes.
Let's
Will he
go.
do it? Is it gonna fucking work? Come on. I've been working hard for this the whole fucking hour that I've been playing. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom? With
What
you?
a noob.
What a noob. I'd have more fun setting ants on fire, which is what I'll actually be doing on prom night. Setting ants on fire
Go
is
get a
rad.
life.
Now, get out
What
of my
a
sight.
loser.
Failing at Monster Prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You became fixated on it and never became a functional adult. Now you're just an old person that sits at parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to the Monster Prom. It is as weird and as sad as it sounds. I've seen 17 of 422 events, 0 of 34 endings, and 17 of the 1,514 outcomes that can happen to different events. And I've unlocked no secret endings. However, that was the game. Ali, most likely to be Razgard, the space goddess of illusion in disguise. Damien's quote, "The world is just a canvas for you to set on fire." So that is Monster Prom. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. The Slayer kept on harassing Liam and Damien. On one hot summer night, they ended up having the weirdest threesome ever. It was a life-changing experience for all of them, but they don't talk much about it. Miranda used her vast knowledge of serfs to get a job hand-picking the best serfs for other people. Unsurprisingly, she ended up leaving her serfs to do the work. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Because I wasn't on cam. Yeah, no, that's just because I'm streaming. Basically, if the mic comes unplugged from the controller, it'll come through here instead. If there was a fallback. But yeah, that was Monster Prom. No, there's way more endings, way more outcome. I am going to play with you. No two games are the same. It will never be the same. And when I'm playing with you, it's a challenge to see who can get a date. I mean, do you want to join in now? Your PC's not off, your PC's on. It was only 2 pieces of rubbish. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, my rubbish is gone. Okay, I think you've got it installed. I think I installed it for you. Oh, I did. There you go. Just got to load the game. Unlocked. You've just unlocked an erotic fanfic about dragons. This is about to get weird. Cool. And it's called Dragon Heat, rather than Dragonheart, the popular movie. The towels? They're there. I was going to have a shower, but... okay, and I almost passed out. No, it's because it's way too fucking hot. I am a bit dehydrated, to be fair. I did drink some water, though, in the end. I've had 2 cups of water since. Oh, I unlocked 8 new images for the gallery. Oh, the ending that I got. I fucking love that. What? What do you mean you don't? I mean, I didn't get a date, if that's what you mean. The fucking fan art. There's a section of fan art that you can unlock. Yeah?
I mean, the whole game, well, the whole day, well, I was with someone who was really bloody nice.
Mm-hmm.
And we split everything equally. Like, literally, there was 2 things to do. And we'd be like, okay, I do this, you do that, how's that? And she's like, yeah, that sounds great. And we got everything done on time. So I wasn't kept late. And if anything, we finished early.
Cool. What, getting into, like, pyjamas after a long day?
No, these pajamas are still wet.
Really?
Yeah. But because they're wet, they're cold. So it's really refreshing after the day I've had.
Hmm.
As you can probably imagine.
Yeah.
And if I added cold to it...
Can I empty your chair? Of course I can. My clothes are on it currently. Yep. Cool.
Like originally I only asked if I could have
I want waffle fries.
I wanted to make, like, get some waffle fries and gravy. And then Amelia was like, oh, well,
Yeet.
it's shut now, so if you want, you can have a roast dinner.
Oh,
Because
fair
we
enough.
had loads of roast left.
See, I thought you were doing caring today, not bar work.
I didn't leave in my bar shirt.
Yeah, but I didn't see it. That was the thing. You know? So I thought you were doing caring today. You know, Kieran came in and viewed for a little while. So he's being nice.
True question is for how long?
Uh,
Where's the disgusting towel?
The disgusting towel.
Yeah.
It's in the bathroom.
The one that we've been using to wash.
Yeah, it's in the bathroom.
Why?
Because it is. Because it's disgusting.
What, the creamy coloured one?
Yeah. 'Cause it's disgusting towel. Just use the towels that are there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll see how Kieran goes. Well,
Because he's not apologised, I don't want you playing games with him.
I'm hoping he apologises. I did tell him that I'll play games with him once he apologises.
I know, but I don't want you giving in.
Yeah, it's like I said. Like, I already told him, like, straight, I'm not going to play with him until he apologises to you. Because it was a bit out of order, but let's not talk about that on stream. It's between me, you, and him. Doesn't need anyone else involved, especially not the stream or my moderators if they're here.
Moderator?
Yeah, we have moderators.
Who?
Well, Violet's one of our moderators. Against my better judgment, Brad is a moderator.
Why is he a moderator? I thought we ban him.
No, I didn't ban him. I just basically kicked him out of the channel until the drama went down with Obeyed. You know? Because, you know, I still don't know who sent him the hate stuff and the threats. Right, so I'll set up the online. Create. Awesome voices. 4, 6, 3. Okay. Right. So whenever you're ready, you just have to click the face. Because when I click ready, it's going to start the game. And you're not ready yet. So,
Playing your game, am I?
yes.
Finished or not yet?
Yeah, here you go. Just needed something to drink. Whew.
Last thing is yours. Take a meds.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Take meds.
Well, big ass vitamin meds, yeah. If it fucking decides to actually swallow this time.
Oh, fuck. No, the worst is when you got cod liver oil tablets.
Oh, they were alright.
No, they weren't, because I tried fucking taking them in year 7, and I took one.
They're good for you.
Shut up, I was talking. I took one, and it wouldn't swallow. It wouldn't go down. And it got to the point where I tried so much that it actually split open in my mouth where it dissolved. And it almost caused me to throw up.
Still, they're good for you. It's cod liver oil. It's the same as apple cider vinegar tablets are good for you as well.
It still tastes like fucking shit. Also, look at that.
Okay, what that? What's that? I mean,
Blue spot. That is a fucking bruise on my leg.
okay.
But it's blimmin' bright purple, and I don't even know where I got it from.
The cats.
They do like to jump on me.
Yeah.
So you said they're going away tonight.
Yeah, I'm putting them away tonight because with Carcat like being ill, and also the fact that last night they fucking trashed the place and like tried to steal your sweets. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna have them.
Carcat's only ill because he's a fucking dickhead.
Carcat's ill because he stole your sweets.
I missed one.
I didn't even notice that was there. It was under a fucking. It was under a fucking candle, perfectly hidden. That's brilliant. I mean, the fact that they knocked it off and it landed like that was brilliant. Because I moved them and didn't see anything. Which meant it was stuck in the candle.
I need to get more at some point. I'm running out.
So, I did actually say at the beginning of the stream that I'll probably be doing this a few times because I won't get a date on the first night. And I didn't get a date on the first night.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll mix the two together.
Well, first playthrough, I mean, not night. You know what I mean. But yeah, I'm going to be doing stuff like this every Sunday, Alex. So, it'll be like, Sunday is the day where I stream these, like, dating games. Because I've got free, and I can also get Monster Camp as well when I get paid. Because it's quite cheap. What?
I honestly cannot believe you.
What?
You'd rather date like a non-existing person than go out on a date with me.
No, it's not that. These
Every
games...
single time I'm like, oh, do you want to go on a date with me?
It's like,
You're
nah,
like,
not today.
Not today. It's like, why not? You'd rather date a fucking non-existent person.
At least with a non-existent person, I don't have to feel bad when I fuck up.
What do you mean fuck up?
You know exactly what I mean when I say fuck up.
No, I don't. Because you never fuck up on a date with me.
I don't have to, like, worry about making anyone angry.
How would you make people angry? Just don't be yourself.
What? Don't be yourself. Just don't be yourself. It's fine. Fucking hell. Oh, man. So, you're gonna love this game, by the way.
Oh, am I?
Yes. It feels like Homestuck. Like, the way it's narrated and stuff, it genuinely feels like Homestuck.
Is there a Jersey?
There isn't. However, there can be. Like, there is actually there are so many mods for this game for making Homestuck characters in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually add Homestuck characters?
Yes.
Then why haven't you already done this? I want to date Carcat.
Because it's not finished. It's not ready yet.
Look how disgusting these women jogging bottoms are. They've only just been through a fucking wash. Like,
Yeah.
feel them.
Yeah.
They're still kind of damp
Yeah.
and sticking to me.
That's because they're damp. Try not to whistle. Yeah, that's better. What are you fucking humming anyway?
So let you go. Oh, can't make a wife out of a hole, no.
What is wrong with you
It's
today?
playing as soon as I came out of the kitchen to come home, okay?
Okay. So what you doing? Oh, is he back, is he?
I do that though, so we can get nowhere with work.
You'll get there eventually.
I just feel like all of our money seems to have to go out and we're not getting anything in return.
We're getting somewhere to live.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
We've got a car.
It's not.
We got food.
It's not what I want. at
Yeah,
this
I know.
age.
I know. I was expecting to be somewhere else by this point. But it's just because of the area of Bristol we live in. Or the fact that we just live in Bristol in general. If we lived in like somewhere like Bridgewater or something, like it'd be fine. I mean, watch it to be would be a nice place to live, but it's like at the same time it's also shit. Like there is nothing to do there. Well, actually, saying that, there was nothing to do there when I was a teenager. What? What you?
Net 4. Or it was Net 4. They switched.
Oh right, yeah, it does that. But it also is like, remember to use external voice chat for a top-notch experience. It's like, or be sat right next to each other while playing the game.
Right.
Nope. It's wrapped around your chair
No.
fully.
Fuck's sake, which way?
That way, I think.
So, I'll just fucking do that.
Yeah. Fucking hell. You good? There you go. You got it.
Right, so how are we playing this game then?
So essentially, whenever you're ready, click the face and it'll say you're ready. But essentially, the whole point of it is to try to get a date to prom.
Okay.
Now, if we're both interested in the same person, we'll end up fighting for that person.
So it's kind of like living monster, like monster seeking monster.
Yeah,
Monster seeking monster.
it takes place over 6 weeks, which all the weeks have 3 events in them and then the prom on the 6th week. So it's got 3 times 6.
12.
3 times 6. 18. 18 chances to fucking do stuff, and then the prom, where you ask your date to prom. So you gotta click the faces next to yours when you're ready. Right, so it's starting now. So I've only played 1 game of this, and that was that game I just played. So, obviously we're going to go for first term, because second term is different characters that you've never met. And I think there's characters here you'll like. Trust me. So we'll go for our full game, which is 60 minutes, so an hour. So we'll finish at roughly 11:30. Okay. Spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Okay, so who do you want to play as? No, I mean tell me, who do you want to play as?
The black one, yeah.
The black guy?
Mm.
Yeah, okay. I like playing as this one here. So, I always call them Ali. And it's obviously they. So there we go. Now you can pick. It's all in caps. You realise if you had have written it on your keyboard, it would have worked too. And then,
I can do this.
did you hear his voice? Yeah. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks. Wait, why has it gone down to 3 weeks rather than 6? Shit. I selected full game, didn't I?
I think it's because I'm playing as well.
Yeah, it's going to have more events going on. Okay. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Think Pfeffery. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam Delacourt, 400 and something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanour hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22. a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear, it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start. So it gives you a little quiz to begin with. Welcome to the Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. See what I mean? It reads like Homestuck. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. Question 1. If you had to have sex with an animal, which animal would it be? Jesus Christ. A human being, because I'm the kind of douchebag who loves to find loopholes in stupid questions like this one. Your turn. You're reading them, aren't you? You can't read out loud, you know.
I can't read.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Rereading the same sentence because I can't see who I am.
Ah. Use your mouse.
No, it's okay. The mouse is there, it'll get in my way.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I'll be putting this on YouTube afterwards as well. Just so you know.
Great white shark. If I had to fuck an animal, let's at least make it a story worth telling.
Okay. So I got smart and you got charming. For that one. A radioactive possum just bit you. What superpower did you get? So, probably rabies. I'd go to hospital immediately. The incredible power of writing fanfiction so compelling that the actual creators of the TV shows decide to go with my ideas and crazy ships. The superpower of always choosing the right combination of emojis to get the desired reaction from all people, seducing my loved ones, burning my enemies, settling any argument, and even conveying complex emotional thoughts. The incredible power of writing fanfiction so compelling that the actual creators, yeah.
I'd have to go the same.
Creative, both of us. And then finally, what would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? The person is boring. Okay. So it was basically saying, like, that point, who actually
go.
sort of already loved us from the start. So mine was the ghost, and I didn't see who yours
Mine
was.
was big buff.
Ah, the werewolf. So I go first to pick my spot where I go. So, as you can see your stats at the side here, if you scroll over them.
Can't.
Oh, right. So, I have 9 smarts, 4 boldness, 6 creativity, 5 charm, 4 fun, and 5 money. You have 7 smarts, 3 boldness, 7 creativity, 7 charm, 4 fun, and 5 money. Now we upgrade these by picking one of the 6 areas that fits with that stat.
That's not the same as mine.
What do you mean? No, it's just because I've scrolled over it, that's all.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've scrolled over it, it shows what each thing does. However, there's sometimes a cat girl who appears in one of the rooms who will sell you things. So, what should I increase first? Obviously, I should probably increase my fun. So, go to the park. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension, the consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Later, in the halls, you run into Polly and Liam, who seem to be talking about some kind of flyer. The flyer is for an upcoming music festival, Howlapalooza. So, we agree on everything for Friday, right? Yeah, pretty much. And Saturday, we should totally go to Messer Chups and imagine a fucking dragon.
Authentic.
Sure, those bands are great. And then, at 3 AM, I want to check out that guy in the parking lot who just makes a cacophony for 2 hours. Ghosts are super into cacophonies, but at 3 AM, I wanted to go to MC
Cool.
Griffin. I mean, it's a friggin' griffin that raps. It's the hottest shit right now, Liam. You know, the hottest shit right now isn't the criteria I use to pick the artist I want to see, right?
Yes.
A griffin that raps, Liam. There should be a better way to decide this other than repeating our choices in a loud, annoying tone. But I love the loud, annoying tone thing. I know, still. Go ahead, don't be shy. You might have the ultimate trick for how to choose the best schedule for this music festival. Get into as much ayahuasca as possible until some kind of spirit animal appears and shares its wisdom with you. Don't fight over this. The one who wins will get to see their artist live for an hour or two, but the one who loses will get to bitch about it until the end of time. I got fun. For that. Dangerously high amounts of ayahuasca. You sure know how to charm a lady. That sounds problematic. Isn't it like cultural appropriation or something? Don't worry, Liam. If we acknowledge it as cultural appropriation, then it's not that bad. It's called lampshading. I do it all the time to avoid guilt. Also, the only thing I pretend to appropriate is a kick-ass, mind-blowing ayahuasca high. Not sure you're right, but okay, let's go with it. Actually, I've heard that's pretty hip right now. And by pretty hip right now, you mean the hottest shit right now, huh? Oh, I love a good old ayahuasca night. I wonder what spirit animal will reveal itself to us. A coyote with a deep voice, a turtle full of wisdom, a jellyfish that's super into
Classic.
breakdancing. I love the coyote one. He gives the best
Not
advice
bad.
ever. Well played, sir. You got Paulina super hyped about this, and also she finds cacophonies super funny when she's high. So I have a strong hunch we'll be seeing my thing. By all means, feel free to join us. You seem pretty clever, and you also know how to manage our lovely, crazy, ghostly friend. You joined them, and despite what you might have hoped for, it all happened off-game. But it was pretty rad, and you know what? In the end, you got the jellyfish who was super into breakdancing. You gain +2 fun and +2 creativity.
All right.
Your turn. Oh, you can't do the outdoors because I did the outdoors. Shit, I didn't know that. So what would you like to increase? Going to the bathroom will increase your boldness. If you scroll over the things, you can see what they improve. So bathroom is boldness. The outdoor is fun. The gym is charm. The classroom is obviously smarts. The library is money. And that's creativity, the auditorium. So which would you prefer to
So that
increase?
one's charm, yeah?
No, that... Yeah, that one's charm, yeah. Do you want me to read it? That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Okay. You notice Liam and Scott having a discussion. Scott looks confused, and Liam looks bored, which means they're probably having an argument.
Lame.
Look, not that I care, but aspiring to be a professional sports star is both impractical and passé. Wait, you don't care? But you walked all the way over here just to tell me that. Plus, don't you want to be like a professional magnetic ibuprofen? Mimetic influencer. Try to keep up.
What?
But how does a How does one of those guys earn money? Mimetic influencers don't earn money, Scott. We earn cultural capital. Oh, okay. How much cultural capital does a sandwich cost? I can see that I'm not getting through to you. Hey you. Could you explain to this cretin why my career path is objectively the best? Yeah, and also, could you explain what a cretin is? So the first one is, Liam means he wants to be an artist, and artists are important. Who do you think designs all those sports jerseys? And the second one is, actually, I think sports is the best career. I mean, how far can a mimetic influencer throw a ball, huh?
Awesome, bro.
Whoa, artists do that? I always thought uniforms were designed to be the same person who designed my studly pecs. God. Liam, are you God? Well, Scott, God is dead.
Welcome to
But
Liam
so am
the
I.
Liam
So
Cora.
essentially, yes. So cool. You wonder how long it will take for Scott to figure out Liam isn't actually God. In the meantime, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. And Liam also likes you a bit more. So, the vampire.
It's yours.
Decide player order. Should we...
I don't know what this is. You choose.
Random. Okay, so now you go first. On this turn. So, it's now noon, so it's deciding where to sit at lunch.
All right.
So who do you want to date? Who are you feeling to begin with?
To be fair, those two were my kind of choices.
Yeah.
When I was
Damien's always
younger-
my choice, but I'm kind of liking Polly now.
See, when I was obviously looking at the home screen, I liked the princess,
Yeah.
liked the vampire, and I kind of liked the cool chick, like her.
The ghost girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems cool. I like Damien because he's super fucking cool. And he reminds me of Tom from Star a little bit.
I don't know names, so.
Damien's demon.
See, the big buff guy,
Scott.
yeah. I can't remember who he reminds me of, but he reminds me of someone.
Trust me, by the time we've got all these endings, you'll know them all by name.
Okay, you wanna read it?
Okay. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science.
That's not the type of voice I picture.
She's a princess, but also she sounds like Pfeffery, but I can't actually do the voice. How hard can it be? It's just silverware. Just silverware? And I suppose the food in your food pick is just food. No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a post-modern industrialized mega society. Well, my silverware is a metaphor for silverware? Yes. Is that not enough? It's more than enough, but can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now, and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Try the picture fork. It's a fork for taking pictures of. Or nothing conveys elegance and taste like a gloating spoon. Now this one determines which one of them is going to like you more. What?
Nothing conveys elegance and taste like a gloating spoon.
I knew you'd like this game. I've been trying to get you to play it for ages because it's not your typical dating game. That's why I've been trying to get you to play it for months now. Oh, she likes you now. Ah, yes, the gloating spoon, the most distinguished of utensils. What's a gloating spoon?
I don't know.
Well, of course you wouldn't know about it. Rude. No, I wasn't being rude. Rudeness is simply the way one must introduce a gloating spoon. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. You're loving it, aren't you? You're just going to change your name to Fefri now. You're such a weirdo. He does not like that at all.
Put your legs down. Legs down. Legs down.
He does not like that at all. His face says it all.
He still stays with me.
Yeah,
He's used to my bullshit, though.
he is used to your bullshit. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Well, I've read it. Oh, wait. Well, of course you didn't. You're not as cultured as I am. Do you want to put the cat down now? He does want to get down. Like, his front paw is just going. Such smug superiority. I am no match for this spoon. Eredin. Is that who he reminds you of, is it? He does seem like that sort.
He seems like he should speak like Eredin, but at the same time...
He does, that's the thing. If you hear him, when his little voice things happen, he does kind of sound like him, but not as... Wawa. You know?
No, I can't do his kind of... no. No.
Well, fuck you, car.
Well, I'm no
Well.
match with this.
Well, yeah, you've got... It's 2 W's, not one. Well, I can't do it. Well,
But what now?
click. Miranda produces the gloating spoon with much fanfare. It looks like a regular spoon to you, but then what do you know, you peasant? You convince Miranda to spend some time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points. Okay, now it's my turn to choose where I sit. Right, so for the first thing, I ended up, like, with Polly. So should I continue going down her route, or should I try to go down the route of getting Damien again? Because Damien's cool, but he doesn't know who I am yet. You know? It's like, me and Polly have already hung out. We've been to the fucking festival together, didn't we?
I think so.
So we did the whole ayahuasca thing.
It can't be.
Fuck it. I'll go with her again. Scott and Polly are sitting together, laughing their metaphorical asses off. Do Damien! Do Damien! Grr, I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face. I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. Haha, you sound exactly like him. Okay, you do Vera. I'm Vera. I'm very smart, and my hair is pretty, and all my friends look up to me because I am a strong, independent woman. Scott, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work. I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now. Okay, what about you, Ali? Got any good impressions? Just one, but it's a real doozy. Woof woof. It's me, Scott, a dog boy who's bad at impressions. I know you're doing an impression of me because you said my name, but... Oh my god, that sounds exactly like him. It does? Yeah, remember that time we took that impressions class together and we had to introduce ourselves? Oh yeah, I guess I did say, woof woof, it's me, Scott. Dog boy who's bad at impressions. But I didn't yell like that. I'm sorry. Are you the real Scott? There's two absolutely identical werewolves in front of me, and I can't tell the difference. Polly insists on a smooching contest to determine who the real Scott is. You end up winning, in more ways than one. Let's trade places. Do we do it by... Let's just do it random. You again. You get to choose first. So obviously you can see... Oh wait, I've got to click enter as well. So now it's the evening, so the last event of week 1.
All right.
So, what do you want to increase? Fun, money, charm, creativity, boldness, or smarts? At the moment, boldness is your lowest. And fun is in second with lowest. Money is not actually important unless you want to buy things from the cat girl who's currently in the auditorium.
How do you know that? Oh.
It shows where she is. She's basically the store. It's like Thames shop. You just sell your things to basically increase your stats. You should use her nearer to the end. But, you know, it doesn't actually matter.
So what's that one?
That would be boldness. Like, boldness is increased by skipping class and hiding in the toilets. Whereas fun is increased by going and raving. Okay, that day during recess you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. That didn't exist, by the way. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. There is, however, Monster Camp, at which point you go to summer camp. After that, you engage in a deadly match of Truth or Dare or Death with Polly, and that would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the two of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation, and that's bound to be much more interesting.
Hiya!
Heya, babes, you are making quite a noise, and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up? Hey, you two. Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club. You know, an intellectually rewarding extracurricular that enriches our minds while...
Boring.
Noise! Let's do it! You'll know my fave things in the world. Drugs? Sexual activities? Noise? No, dummies. That too, but I meant chess and Russian literature. Stop treating me as if I were two-dimensional. Let's start a literature club.
Ugh.
Huh. I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club?
Doki doki.
We wrote dope poems and made new friends. For fuck's sake, that is a reference to Doki Doki Literature Club as well. No, the other thing.
Huh?
Ah, fuck. Yes, that's right. So weird, I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know? Anyway, thing is, Miranda and I were already between two ideas. I propose we start the Club Club.
So
A
authentic.
delightful meta club where we enjoyed ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs. Boring. I proposed the Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club, a club where we would spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies. Whoa, you two really know how to sound two-dimensional, but in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs? No, our lives are fueled by the conflict and confrontation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. That's why we need you to choose which club is the best one, because Alex will... So which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes ponies. Tough choice. Most because I'm like super drunk right now. A tough choice indeed. It's your opportunity to convince Polly of one of the options, because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom. So which would you prefer? It's like, I mean, the pony one is at night, so it technically counts as a nightclub. Or, the best club is clearly the club because... And then just throw some confetti.
Well, the thing is, if I'm thinking logically here, which my character would do, then if we went for a club, then we could just, you know, make a nightclub for ponies.
Which is what your character would do. You know your character is you, yes?
Exactly.
You are the deciding factor of this.
So, I mean, if you think logically,
Who do you want to date?
he's a vampire.
Okay, so... Okay then.
And he looks super gay anyway.
Okay.
And plus, at the same time, if you make a club, which is all about making clubs, then we can just make the pony club, then it's still gonna happen. Whilst if we went for the pony club, then the whole club would never happen, which means no more clubs.
Okay.
Does that not make sense?
That makes sense. And so you throw lots of colourful happy confetti that you carry with you when you want to cheer people up. Alongside your black and white sad confetti for more solemn situations.
Whoa.
Confetti? I love confetti. I also value confetti as a very valid argument, so club it is. I must admit, confetti is pretty nice. Maybe Liam was right the whole time, and I wasn't able to see it because of the lack of confetti in his arguments.
Ugh.
See? His voice. Really? That was what you needed to be convinced? I'm this close to arguing with you about you changing your mind. But, you know what? What if we start designing and crafting our club now? It will be the first of many clubs we will create.
Huzzah!
I swear that is the voice actress for Terezi. Not Terezi, Pfeffery. Your silliness and cheerfulness is stupid, but nice. Huh. You know what? As the club president, I think the second club we can craft and design might be a Little Pony Sweet Dreams club.
My boy's on the fucking page right now.
Aw, Liam. There's a little fluffy purple heart deep down under that hater facade, isn't there?
No. I mean, let's be honest.
Shut up.
He's got a sweetheart, and you can hear it.
You're fooling for him now, ain't you?
A little bit.
You're
I mean, listen to his voice. He's like, oh, shut up.
Just wait till we get to second term where there's new monsters we can date.
Oh.
Aw, everyone is happy now. Also, you might be into conquering that little fluffy purple heart eventually. For now, you gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. God, I tried reading that all as one sentence then.
Let's go.
Right, now it's my turn. Where am I gonna go? I need to increase my charm. So I'm gonna go to the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you, with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose -5 mercy, a stat which might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now. And you gain +2 charm. I love
Hey,
see?
Boo.
Hey, Ali, darling. It's me, lovely fan favourite Polly. You know, I wasn't always a ghost. Yeah, this is about to get real. Hear me out. I used to be alive, but I died with unfinished business. Now I gotta live forever like this until I finish it. And you might ask, what's your unfinished business, fan favourite, lovely Polly? I guess I can tell you. I never did a reverse Romanian Wilkinson. You know, sexually. Don't get me wrong, I love being immortal and walking through walls and shit, but my soul will never truly rest until I do that freaky sex move. Oh well. I've done that one loads of times. Just name a time and a place and I'll reverse all over your Romanian Wilkinson. Yes! Finally, someone as well versed in freaky sex as I am. At last, I can be free of my eternal ghostly prison, or whatever. But mostly, freaky sex. Alright, it's on, prom night, okay? You bring the supplies, I bring all my sexpertise. And hey, purge the zucchini, Admiral. You know what I'm talking about. See you soon. She totally phased out. Oh boy, you might have just gotten yourself tickets to the wildest night of your life, but what the fuck is a reverse Romanian Wilkinson, and what are the supplies? For now, you at least gain +3 fun. So I got charm and fun. Sadly, something happened to you. Okay.
All right.
Are you hearing your voice? You're engaging in your favourite weekend activity. Ignoring everything in favour of thinking about which classmate you'd like to take to prom and how horny you are. When you find out that this is apparently reading on your face. Hey, Alex, you seem pretty horny and like someone who sits around all day thinking about who you're going to take to prom. Wow, does she have your number or what? Listen, I'm kind of interested in someone, but honestly, I don't think I could be with any monster who isn't spectacular at sex. I know sex isn't everything, but it's sort of everything to me. Not really, but it's pretty high on my list of priorities. So if this is TMI. Titillating monster interaction. But it's someone you know, so I thought you might have some insight. It's Ali. I just love sex. Any position. Missionary, clergy, apocalyptic, upside-down nightmare demon, the pentagram. What do you think? Could Ali keep up with me? Now this is where we get to sabotage each other if we want to. Now, are you intending to sabotage me, or are you intending to not sabotage me? The not is the top one, the sabotage is the bottom one. I mean, we're not going for the same person, and this is a sort of thing where you'd say stuff if you're going for the same person. Ali? Orgasm? OMG, you're totally right. I've never even noticed that before. Like, actually, it still makes no sense to me, but I'm going to assume that's because I'm high and it's super legit on the level. You seem to know your letters and words. I'm sure it'll make sense once I sober up. Ali invented the orgasm, eh? I'm a fan of going straight to the source. I only buy opium from the dude who first discovered it, being Dead Rocks. Being Dead Rocks. It sure does it? No, it sure does. Does it? Meh. Important thing is Ali, aka Orgasm, totally owes you one. Not one orgasm, just a general one. You know what I mean. Oh, and you gain +3 fun. There you go. Let's trade places. So we'll do it round. So basically, you told her that my name was an anagram for orgasm.
We're just totally not.
It's not, but it's funny as fuck.
And it's not like it's
What's that meant to mean?
Let's go.
never do it.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so what more do I want to do? I need to be more fun, don't I?
Oh, do you?
Well, I mean, she likes fun. She's all about fun and not being boring. So I guess I will... Actually, I do need some boldness. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. You're hanging out with Polly afterwards, and she's about to show you her latest dumb tattoo when
Greetings,
suddenly...
my love.
Never fear, my lady. I will save you from this lascivious cretin. Ugh, it's the interdimensional prince, and he's apparently here to block your metaphorical cock. Whoa, you're so sparkly. Are those tearaway pants? Sadly, they are not, my queen. My fashion sense does not operate on the same ethereal plane as your own. While I am persistently on fleek, I died on fleek, and so am cursed to roam the earth forever, eternally on fleek. It is this exact on-fleekness which I seek, for you see, madam, I am in need of a fashionista such as yourself to plan the ultimate wedding. Ours.
Whoa.
Ours? This could be bad. You know Polly's not above getting married as a one-off joke. You've got to stop this madness. For a party so dope, Polly doesn't want to travel to another dimension. A party with sex lasers. You steal the sex lasers from your school's highly controversial physics lab and get the party started. Great Zorblins of Gavlaxia, I didn't know you had such sick parties
It's
in this
party
dimension.
time!
Yeah, boy, this school is nationally ranked in the field of particle physics. I don't know what kind of snooty soirees you've got over there in the snooze dimension, but here at Spooky High School, we have sex with coherent light. I am truly humbled by the heartiness of your party. I shall return to my dimension and lament the fact that it is a total party wasteland. You don't even notice the pig's leaving because you're too busy humping a laser. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun.
All right.
Your turn.
Can you get me this smoke stuff?
The what?
This smoke stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Mostly in the box. The tobacco sauce.
Okay, where's the tobacco?
Literally on the bed.
Where's the tobacco?
Yeah. In a whiskers box. Tray. Grinders, a meat knife. Yeah. And the razors. The ones that are full, I don't know which one it is.
Ooh, fuck. Here you go. Yes. They're really going for it today. Okay. So you need to increase boldness, but sadly I've taken up the bathrooms. So I guess your next step could be your charm? Or maybe your smartness. Intelligence, I mean. I don't know.
Which one's mine?
Huh?
Top or bottom?
Yours is the bottom one, mine's the top one. Yours is yellow, mine's blue.
Okay. So which one's boldness?
Well, boldness is the bathroom, but I'm already in the bathroom. So you can't use it. But I won't be in the bathroom next turn because as you can see, oh, if you actually look, my boldness is at 8, so I don't need to use boldness again. Which would you like to increase? I mean, you can also increase your money in case you ever want to buy anything from Catgirl.
Oh, that one's boldness, isn't it?
No, that's charm, yeah.
What's up?
Oh, she's in there. Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer. Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still healthy pockets.
Okay.
So, do you want to buy anything? You can buy there's 2 event items that you can get. There's a tattoo which increases your boldness by quite a lot actually. I'm not sure what the...
Wait, yeah, how do you know?
because I've had it before. That's the one I got last game. It'll make a random event happen.
What's that do?
I don't know. It causes an event to happen. I don't know who it's going to happen with, but it'll happen with someone.
Do I have to do
No, you can just click exit. But there's also literal cocaine as well, which you're too poor for. There's like a bag of regular cocaine.
Yeah, well, I might exit from that.
You sure? You know what my favourite thing in the world is? People who buy my stuff. Be one or be gone. Oh, it says different things on the screen. Well, from my perspective, it said what it said, so I'm reading what it says for the stream. Okay, so I'm first again this round. So you need some boldness, don't you? So I won't go to the bathroom. Oh wait, this is the hall. So I'll leave you to your vampire who's over there. I'm gonna go sit with Margot. You take your seat, and if you didn't know any better, you would say that it seems like Vera and Polly are almost more interested in their phones than they are in you. And you do know better, and you know that, yes, that is exactly what's happening right now. It's nothing personal, Ali. It's just that Polly and I are very engrossed in texting our financial slave. Yeah, it's pretty hard to compete with some guy whose fetish is buying you anything you want. That's my fetish too. Not buying things for people, having people buy things for me. Duh. Good thing he's rich enough to take care of both of us. You know what they say, true friendship is sharing secrets and financial slaves. Still, I do worry that this arrangement might not be sustainable. What happens if he runs out of money? Our cash flow instantly stops. Besides being handed everything you want on a silver platter, in this case the platter being an online money transferring platform, is almost boring. Yeah, I get that. It's a little less boring when you're on as much acid as I am right now, but I see what you mean. If we could somehow turn this into a business venture, then maybe it would get interest, and we could continue to profit even after he's gone broke from catering to our every win. I mean, how interesting do you think business actually is? Since he's so obsessed with us, we should just tell him to do something totally insane and see if he does it. I don't know, a weirdo giving away his money and getting into hijinks is great and all, but I want to start making real money. And I think money is fine and all, but my favourite currency is chaos. Seems like the ladies are at a very exciting crossroads. Maybe a random bystander can give them a nudge in the right direction. I'm going to tell him to marry a llama. Oh my god, yes. That is everything to me. I actually had a dream just like that one time. Except it wasn't a llama, it was an alpaca. And it wasn't a wedding, it was a bar mitzvah. But other than that, it was exactly the same. Yeah, I don't think this is my scene. I'm going to go check on my illegal law firm. Catch you weirdos later. I texted a financial slave right now, telling him to marry a llama. Oh, he's already typing. Let's see. Ali, you will never believe this. It turns out the financial slave has actually been talking to a llama for a few months now through a llama monster dating site. He says he's a commitment phobe and never really defined the terms of his relationship with the llama, and he keeps introducing the llama as a friend, but he knows now it's because he was just scared of being hurt. He's taking this as a sure sign that it's time to be brave and commit to the llama, and they're headed to the city hall for the ceremony right now. Of course, he says he'll have to take his leave of our group chat since his heart and wallet now belong to another, specifically a llama. Ah, isn't that the sweetest love story you've ever heard? I'm so glad we got to make it happen together. That is the sweetest love story you've ever heard, or something. But hey, maybe you and Polly will end up having a love story of your own.
All right.
Your turn. Go, be with your vampire. You take... Oh. Liam appears to be taking a very intense picture of some bizarre-looking food. Scott is looking about as confused as you are currently. But Liam, food is delicious. It's for eating. That's what...
Sorry!
Every time I'm in the middle of reading, you're just like, click. Pause it if you want to read it, if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching it on Twitch, you can't fucking pause. I'm sorry. Neither of those statements is wrong, but they also aren't quite connected. I need to actually read it so I know what you're picking between. Right, I've finished reading that one. Now finger away from the mouse. Or keyboard.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
Scott, if I had the capacity to eat, I assure you, I would still ignore the actual content of the food in favour of finding the perfect combination for a flawless moment gram post. Oh, I see. You're going to post a picture to advertise the food to people who can actually eat it. You're so smart. I'll be happy to eat your food for you. I'm afraid your palate is way too unsophisticated to appreciate these rare Japanese delicacies. Oh, they're Japanese. Do you have any Scott snacks? Scott snack... You know what? Fine. I've taken all the pictures I need. Eat whatever you want. Thanks, Liam. Oh, they all look so yummy. I don't know where to start. Alex, any ideas? Maybe your choice of snack can get one of these boys to want to snack on you. In an innuendo way, not literally. I just read the bottom one. Obviously, the top one will make him like you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm gonna go for.
But the bottom one literally says, go for the brightly coloured bag of meat biscuits that somehow has an anime drawing of Scott's face on it that says Scott Snacks. Oh, Alex, I always knew you were a monster of impeccable taste.
Of course.
Actually, that isn't true. I assume everyone has horrible taste and a useless aesthetic. But in this case, it's pretty clear that this assumption does not apply to your beautiful self. Did I say beautiful? I meant your aesthetic is beautiful. Oh, he's blushing.
Blushing.
I literally said the same thing and then you just said that. Because we have the same aesthetic. The lychee custard picture has already gotten more likes than any other food on this table. And it's absolutely delicious. How could the way it tastes possibly have any relevance to a conversation about food? Liam, you're so smart that I don't even understand how that makes any kind of sense. Thank you for being someone with whom I can actually discuss the important nuance of Japanese food pictures. It appears to be you and me against a very ignorant world. Yeah, stupid everyone else for actually eating their food and not taking pictures. Thank goodness you and Liam have each other. XOXO. Let's trade places. So it's going to be random again. Let's see where we're going for the evening. And it's you first. So you have your boldness to go and get in the bathroom. Oh, wait. I forgot I'm the one who has to present it because I'm the host. Oh, it's
All
gonna be a
right.
weekend event or something too. Okay, so bathrooms it is. It's a shame you missed out on getting any stuff because of the store woman. What are you meant to be? Like a shadow or something. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. See, it reads like Homestuck. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. But Liam isn't paying any attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on momentgram filters.
Wait, is that a Jekyll and Hyde thing there?
Yes, it is. It says Jekyll, Hart, Hyde. That's supposed to say butts. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter from almost all of my photos, Infinite Taupe. It's also probably why I have only 6 Momentgram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct. Goodness, the situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Momentgram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account, so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? Shit. Now this does actually determine, like, what's going to work and what isn't. These are events that can either turn out bad or turn out good depending on what you choose, these day-to-day events like this. So you're going to have to choose one that you think is going to work. One is use his account to post a bunch of porn and bomb recipes, and the other is pay 1 million homeless people to follow him on Momentgram.
If you pay 1 million people to follow Liam on Instagram,
Technically Instagram, yeah.
technically he might not find out.
Maybe. It's up to you. Not so wealthy. Oh yes, solving problems with money is my family's specialty. Unfortunately, Father cancelled my royal credit cards after I had all those land ponies shipped to our underwater castle and they drowned. But I'm sure you have enough money to accomplish this feat. You totally don't. You decide to cut costs by hiring goats instead of people. But goats don't have thumbs or smartphones, so instead of having them follow Liam on Momentgram, you just have them follow him in real life. Ah, where did all these goats come from? Get them away from me! They ate my cashmere phone cozy. This is madness! Exit Liam pursued by goats. This was a terrible idea, and also goats are still pretty expensive. You lose 2 creativity and 1 money.
Let's go!
Charm is what I need next. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain plus 10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that. And plus 2 charm. Polly seems really excited about trying a reverse Romanian Wilkinson with you. And the only thing you have to do is get all the needed supplies, which would be fine if you have no idea what any of them are. Luckily, you've got a few spare minutes to try and figure this out. You do a quick search on your phone because you assume the internet must know something about this as long as it's related to very weird sex fetishes. Nothing. While trying other keywords, you spot the coven looking over at your phone.
Always the same with you.
One of them sounded like stalking. What? Could it possibly be they know something about the reverse Romanian Wilkinson? No, they're always bitching so much about saving the world, they would never admit they're into these kinds of very weird sex fetishes. Maybe you're not searching hard enough on the net. Or maybe you're letting your prejudices blind you. There's not much more time to lose here. The solution is clear. You use your refined persuasion skills with the Coven, which include techniques such as repeating, "Tell me what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is," to the point of exhaustion. Okay, we might know what a reverse Romanian Wilkinson is, but we know because of saving the world. So you'll need a penguin mask, a bag of marbles, and a kilo of guacamole. We're sure Valerie was selling a penguin mask the other day. Don't think we have a kilo of guac for you. What kind of pervs do you think we are? We totally have a bag of marbles though. How about you keep the marbles and we never mention this again, okay? Okay, bye. Nicely done. In the end, it turned out to be exactly like that old toy commercial jingle. Marbles, marbles, you never have enough. They're perfect for booby traps and for super weird sex stuff. These marbles smell funny though. Maybe they're already used. At first, you feel like that's not okay. But then again, you're about to get into some really kinky stuff. So who are you to judge? Your mind is open and your excitement grows. You gain +2 creativity and 1 fun. That week, who's it gonna be? Me.
Let's go!
You're grooming yourself in your bathroom.
Suddenly, Liam reveals himself in your shower. How long has he been in there? Don't vampires need to be invited into houses or something? So many questions. Ah, Ali. I noticed you in class the other day, admiring my collection of slightly used vintage bottle cap sex toys. Is that what those were? Like, admiring was a strong word before, but now? I'm sure you've noticed that I have many strange and amazing hobbies such that the average civilian could never hope to take on for sheer lack of creative talent. Trading fine insect legs, bottling peak toxic waste to turn into fine wines, generally being part of dim culture. Do it myself, obviously. Truly, one of the greatest joys of embarking on a great romance is getting to share your obscure hobbies with one another. And I have been giving some thought to embarking on one such great romance with Alex. But tell me, what of his hobbies? Will he have some great knowledge to share with me? Sure, if you like bingo! 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 Did you not know? Alex is the founder and head editor of Exotic Aquatics, the guide to breeding rare fish for agility competitions. Exotic Aquatics? Why, I read that every month. I guided my prize turquoise tang, Trixie, through a tunnel maze based on those teachings. I had no idea that it was Alex who was responsible for that. Truly, I cannot wait to hear more about his exotic aquatic prowess. Perhaps at prom. Man, you sure hope that Alex actually knows shit about fish. You say so many ridiculous things a day, you cannot for the life of you keep track of which are true and which are lies. You'll be keeping your fingers and fins crossed for him. Meanwhile, you gain +3 creativity. There you go, I'm helping you to get a date. First, for the first thing of this final week. So, it's the morning. First things first.
Let's go.
I really do need to go and buy some shit.
What's up?
Oh, you missed me and my shit, huh? Worry no more. All the shit can be yours if you have the money. Not me, though. No! I'm too poor for the penguin mask. How much does it cost? Shit! It's $10.
Could you not, like, go to the bank next time? Like, go
All right.
No, I needed to go to the library first. Shit, I'm fucked. We're not doing the reverse Romanian Wilkinson. Sadly. I was ready for it too. I knew what I needed after that. And that's the thing, I should have tried getting some money sooner, shouldn't I? Because I've only got 5 and I needed 10, so I needed to prep. I actually needed to save up for that one. Well, it's your turn now. You seem to be running low on boldness. Maybe you should go to the bathroom again.
Yeah.
It's your lowest skill.
No, you're in it.
Oh wait, yeah, fuck, I am, aren't I? Completely forgot. Well, you've got smarts as your second lowest. The classroom, yeah. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts.
How you doing? Make me a little how you doing there.
Scott strolls by, happily munching on something. Liam gapes at him, appalled. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavour of Fangles potato chips. Maximum Ultimate Double Barbecue Massacre. Really? Because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside a cardboard tube. Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chips. Still tasty, though. Tasty? Tasty? Does wanton environmental destruction sound tasty to you? I don't know. Is that a kind of jerky? No, Scott. Don't you realise that in order to harvest these goat heads, Fangles and Co decapitate millions of innocent goats every year? But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a horrendously wasteful practice. Oh no, all those poor headless goat bodies running around and bumping into things. We have to stop them. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action, but if someone were to suggest one... So that's the one he'll like, and the other one is the one he'll like. So the first one is assemble an army of vengeful undead goat torsos. And that's, write an extremely mean blog post.
So you're also going to need a tie-dye one, yeah?
More than likely, yes. Oh. Huh. Wait, Scott, I think he means it should, but it's too late. Scott has already snatched Liam's laptop and started typing. Grr. Mean words. Mean blog post. Grr. I think that wasn't a 1-1 thing then. I think I got that wrong, but... He's not even writing words. He's just punching and slapping the keyboard. That's how you know the words are mean, because they're made with punching. Before Liam can get his computer back, Scott has already posted his masterpiece, which begins with the immortal line...
Yeah, that's my nan. She'll probably be able to read it.
Really? It's not well.
Looks like a Welsh word, doesn't it?
It doesn't, but it also does at the same time. Fangles is strangely unmoved by this heartfelt essay, and Liam's computer is a smouldering ruin. You lose 2 smarts and 1 money in order to repair Liam's computer. Shit. You gained smarts and lost them again. And lost money in the process. Fuck. I didn't realise that was meant to be, get it right. I thought that was a one or the other. Oh well. I'm sure you know. Besides, I'm going to someone else. Please do not put...
Oh!
What was
Let's
that?
go.
Shit!
Can I not sit at the same table with you?
No. Fuck, what am I meant to do?
That's a bit weird then, because there's 4 seats there.
I know. Shit, what are we gonna do? Damn it.
You could always go to the middle table and see if she's selling it for cheaper.
She won't be, she always sells it for the same price. She's really annoying. Shit. What do I do?
Could always just go and sit at another table for this one round.
Yeah, I've had all my things right this time around, I guess. You know what? Let's stick with the weird thing. You're enjoying...
Yeah, the freaking Tommy Laser guy.
Yes.
From Your Academia.
You're enjoying a quiet meal by yourself when a wound opens in the fabric of space, revealing the international...
Greetings, my love.
prince. That's his voice. Greetings, hero. I have a task for you which no hands are fit but yours. A portal is sealed against me, which I have not strength enough to open. Please help me break the seal. On this jar of Koisha dill pickles. Seriously? You take the jar from him, pop off the lid, and hand it back to him. Maybe he'll leave you alone now. Oh, bless you, hero. Your noble deeds deserve a noble title. Yes, I'll give you 1 free noble title, redeemable now. Maybe he'll leave you alone if you accept a title. Anyway, having one would be sweet. You check his phone to see your options. Foreign minister in charge of extreme handsomeness, or most unscrupulous treasurer. Foreign minister. A most appropriate title indeed. You shall be in charge of exporting handsomeness from my dimension to yours. Here, have a month's supply of handsomeness just to get you started. You're a bit offended that the prince thinks you need him to supply you with handsomeness, but this is really good stuff. Your eyes twinkle with youthful vitality, and your teeth cause lens flare when you smile. Everyone in the cafeteria is stunned by your sudden beauty, and maybe you won't bother exporting any of this handsomeness after all. You gain +4 charm.
All right.
Now it's you. Go get your date. When you arrive at their table, you find that Polly and Liam aren't eating. They're just taking pictures of their food.
Hey, boo!
Welcome to the don't need to eat, so we just take dope pictures of food zone table. It didn't say table. We believe that food, like heavy construction machinery, should be seen and not tasted. Yeah, I mean, have you ever tasted heavy construction machinery? Have you? I don't know, maybe. My weekends are usually kind of a blur, like last Saturday. There will be plenty of time to chronicle your sexploits later. Right now, we need to focus on these food pics. While Liam and Polly were busy bantering, you were busily arranging a dope food pic of your own. And now to complete your masterpiece... a food pic of Liam taking a food pic. So meta. Oh. You level your phone at Liam just as he's about to snap a food pic, but his vampire reflexes are too quick for you. Ha! Trying to out-meta the Meta Master? Are you? We'll see about that. Liam levels his phone at Polly just as she's about to take a food pic. Now you're taking a food pic of a food pic of a food pic. Whoa! Are we pointing our phones at each other now? I want to play too! Suddenly, Polly's got her phone pointed at you. It's a food pic of 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 a... We've done it! We've created the Meta Triangle, the most meta shape in existence. This is our finest hour. The world around you dissolves into green columns of numbers and letters. You've done it. You can see the code. You are the one. The programming of the video game you are in awards you by raising your relationship points with a character known as Liam. Straight places. Oh god. Final thing. I've really got to do this now. I've really got to hope I get this because I can't do the shop thing.
Let's go.
Right. I need more fun. Let's party at home. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fun until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Musaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Musaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Musaka all together. It's a party to remember. You gain 2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. You're casually reading the latest issue of Monster magazine when you are rudely interrupted. See? Even Ali, a sensible monster with a good head on their shoulders and at least some smarts, is reading Monster magazine. Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray! Let's go solve another of the world's major problems. No, Scott, we're social justice warriors. You see, Ali, ever since our major success with the Fangles goat head debacle, we've taken it upon ourselves to stand up against injustice. By punching magazines. No, Scott. As you have no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor von Musselbod, the werewolf prince / bodybuilder. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder in a row to earn the title. What about those of us with learner physiques? What of our representation? So now we're endeavouring to get Monster Magazine to name someone from a more marginalised community as their sexiest creature alive. We just need to figure out a way to convince them, since I guess punching the magazine wasn't good enough. Psh, that's easy. All you need to do to solve everyone's body image issues forever is... not so bad. Oh yes, good plan. I love being a warrior. I'll admit, it does sound like an attention-grabbing demonstration, if nothing else. Hot diggity dog. With that, you're off to storm Monster Magazine headquarters, using the element of surprise.
Surprise! Surprise!
Surprise! That's what you're waiting for, isn't it? The voice that's actually on point. Your second favourite element, right after nitrogen. Your plan is to overpower Monster Magazine Your plan is to overpower Monster Magazine security and march straight into the editor-in-chief's office. But unfortunately, you're just a bunch of high schoolers. And even a talented high school athlete like Scott is still a high schooler, and therefore no match for a highly trained security detail of professional bodyguards. You get your asses totally handed to you. I don't feel like a warrior, and this is not justice. It sure isn't. Good job, Ali. You destroyed society, justice, and warriors, and lost 2 fun and 1 charm.
All right.
Now it's your turn.
Right, where should I go?
Wherever the fuck you want. The cat girl isn't around anymore, so you can't buy anything.
Okay.
And you've got barely any money anyway, so you probably couldn't in the first place. And remember, this is the last night before prom.
Let's.
I have had no wrong turns with Polly so far.
What's creativity?
That's in the auditorium. I'm not sure how useful it actually is.
I'll go for a chance.
That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and your spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take 2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous.
You will get it.
Yes. Lately, you've been being cute with Liam, but in an ironic sense. Now it's Homestuck again. And he seems to tolerate you, which is like third base for Liam. So tonight, you're having a picnic at the graveyard. It's like a date, except it totally isn't a date, because dates are super cliche. But it's totally a date. It's time. You're gonna kiss him. You've practiced a lot with your pillow, which might or might not be a body pillow customized with a real size full body picture of Liam. Maybe. Here you go. You know what, Alex? I've been thinking about the concept of kissing. And not because being with you makes me think about kissing. But don't you think kissing is such an outdated, vulgar concept? Your best way of showing your feelings is by putting your mouth over another person's mouth? But you wanted to put your mouth over his mouth, goddammit! Come on, Alex, prom is just around the corner. Quickly, think of a never-seen-before way of showing your feelings to Liam. Which one do you want to do? Don't show your feelings, sing your feelings, or being figurative is for cowards. Real winners are always literal. Show Liam your feelings. Well, it's literally a, are you going to succeed or are you not going to succeed on this one?
I'm gonna do it.
You didn't. You're ready to show Liam your feelings in a literal way. You start a magic ritual to give your feelings a physical form. Yes, there is a magical ritual for that. But magic is just stupid. Your feelings are many and complex. When putting all of them together into a physical form, it turns out they add up to the shape of a feral puma. What are you doing? First, you spend an hour of our picnic ignoring me so you can scribble some weird runes on the ground. Oh yeah, that ritual took you an hour, so you couldn't focus on Liam. And then you summon a friggin' puma in the middle of it, which is like the 5th to last thing I like in a picnic. Just between 2 pumas and gluten. Not cool, Alex. I'll let you solve this yourself. And so he leaves. Subduing a feral puma turns out to be not an easy task. It rips 2 smarts and 1 fun off you, and it hurts big time. The monster prom draws near. Who am I taking to prom? None of them! I can actually pick none of them as an option. Come on, Polly.
Hi.
Ask Polly to the prom. Yes. You can ask him. You've been doing well this whole time.
Welcome to Liam de Liancourt. All right.
Right. first. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You and me? Psh. I'm not attracted to you in that way. Actually, I think the only way I'm attracted to you is through the tiny gravitational force that your body has as a solid mass. That's something, right?
Are you serious?
This failure haunted you for the rest of your life, and you never moved on, becoming a total and constant failure. You never succeeded at anything ever again. Except for that time you want... Can I at least read it, please? Not any less sad, though.
Let's go.
Don't skip through things when I'm literally reading. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Prom night?
Yes.
Yes. You seem like the kind of person that would have us both ending the night in the hospital. And that's the kind of unnecessary danger I like in my afterlife. Let's go. It's time to make some wild and poor life
Party
choices.
time.
Oh, cool, it worked. That's how she showed up to prom? She actually doesn't look that good. Look at that. She doesn't look good. Prom was wild, but still not wild enough for the likes of you. So close to dawn, you decided to keep partying by improvising a dope after party in an abandoned manor house. You partied with a group of classmates for days. Over time, people came and left. Some even died from too much partying. At one point, one of the deities of partying hard appeared, summoned by the deaths of your peers, which turned out to be a sacrifice to him. He declared you his heralds and bestowed upon you supernatural rad party powers, like endless confetti, whatever that means. Then he joined you, and you all kept partying for another entire week, because that's how you roll. This run, 18 new events, 18 new outcomes. Alex, most likely to become a lasagna. Liam's quote, if idiots could fly, this place would be an airport. You can click now if you want. And we can play again.
Sad now. I feel like I've been broken.
1 hour. I can't spend my stream points on anything, and I've got shitloads. Oh, that's because I've got the thing turned off at the moment. Wait, actually, I don't know how I set that up.
Sad.
You'll have to bear with me on that one.
I'm sad.
Are you?
Ian didn't go to prom with me.
Yeah. I know.
It's all your fault.
It's not my fault.
You told me what to pick.
I didn't tell you what to pick.
You kept saying, oh yeah, well if you go with that one, then it will like you. And turned out to be the wrong one. Cats, you can't both go in at the same time. Look at this. Ali.
They'll try.
You're trying to fight in the tunnel.
There you go. Use that link and you'll find all the commands needed for the bot to use your channel points. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly graduated from doing lots of ayahuasca, and now she appears to hallucinating people and acts as their spirit animal. Liam started an iconoclastic band that broke all conventions. The latest album has been a hit. It has no songs at all. The album is actually just a banana set on fire. And be sure Liam doesn't care if you don't get it. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. For those 3 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life. Then it was gone just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. And that's how that ends. And there you go, Alex. I'm looking for Jesse Cox's name because I'm pretty sure he played a part in it. There, producer Jesse Cox. I knew he played a part in creating this. Oh look, there's you. And there's me, Angie. And there's me and Ghost Girl, I guess. Jesse Cox played the Wolf Pack. It's me and Ghost Girl again. But yeah, there's second term where we get to actually do more. And there's also Monster Camp, which is where we go to summer camp. After all of this. Oh yeah, I see that now. You're fucking blushing because she's touching you.
Do you want to do half hour and then we'll go to bed?
I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, okay, I don't need sleep, do I?
You do need sleep.
I know.
We'll call it a night here because we've just finished the game anyway. And we've done it twice. Well, I've done it once, you've done it once as well with me. So we'll do it again another time. And maybe next time you'll get a date. Well, that's why we're calling it a night, everyone. So thank you for watching. We'll be doing this again soon. So check back in soon. Thank you for checking us out. And goodbye for now. You're not a loser, Alex.
You don't even get a date.